I'm gonna let you guys know a little something. Got 180 minutes on this podcast. Your boy had to upgrade. Think about a week ago, whatnot, because after I did, what was it, session 74? Week 74. Which one I did? Let me take a look at my Instagram account real quick. And I'm also cleaning out my Instagram account too, because I'm like, it's not balanced of the followers and things of that nature. So I need to clean out both of them. Yeah, week 73. After I had did that podcast, um, I had used up all like the little minutes, whatever that we had to do the podcast and stuff like that, or like the gigs and something like that, whatever. And so off the Spreaker website. So what happened was your boy had upgraded, and the funny thing is, I had upgraded to what I used to have before, which was 180 minutes and things of that nature, 500 like extra gigabytes or something like that. To have more storage on the Spreaker.com platform, so I could do the podcast, the show, and stuff like that. I was looking at the yearly thingy, and I actually want to do the full yearly studio little studio session thing that they have for their subscription. So that's coming into the works where I could just do unlimited podcasts and stuff like that. So yeah, stay tuned for that. That's gonna probably come later on 2018 and everything. But for the time being, have more time to speak more on the podcast. But you guys know I'm not gonna keep everything for too long and whatnot, because the expected attention span is actually like around 30-45 minutes, which is why I was doing these podcasts for around a time length of 30 to 35, to 45 minutes or whatnot, because that's how long most folks can actually pay attention to certain things before they go off to do something else. I know that for a full fact that my attention span, depending on what topic is interesting and what and not and what I'm doing and whatnot. So, yeah. Just want to let you guys know that's an update right there too, and a blessing as well. The little ship that we had our job didn't go through because most folks didn't like it and most folks messed up on it. So that got postponed, which is a blessing because you guys probably had heard the podcast way earlier today. But I still got time to do the video podcast on Monday. So this following Monday, I'm not going towards the beach to do it. I think last Monday, because the weather had switched up for us in California completely. Like last Monday after I came home from the beach, my body was doing some weird things about the past couple of days. So I was like, okay, bad idea going out to the beach was super, super cold after it was like summertime the previous week. So my body kind of was like, what the hell, had a moment. And yeah, I was not feeling it this week. So I said, you know what? We probably just going to do the video podcast at the house, and we just look at the sky. So have the sky be the giant ocean right there, and just look at the birds and things. I did it before a long time ago, so we're gonna do it again this Monday as well too. Because I'm not about to head out to Santa Monica or anywhere else. Like, nah, I'll wait till the weather really starts to pace itself, feeling like fall and winterish a little bit, and then we'll see once our body is fully adjusted that we go back to the beach even when it's cold, but just to get that great effect and things of that nature. So yeah, that's another change right there. And also, I know I hadn't been updating the website. Your boy been very tired these past couple of weeks or whatnot, but this following Monday I make sure I will update everything on the website so you guys could stay on top of what's happening. Was supposed to do it this Monday, but like I said before, my body was not playing well with me, so I was like, okay, we're just going to chill, whatever. All the good things. But other than that, though, ladies and gents, it's 17:22 p.m. California time and 17:22 Army time, whatnot. Welcome to week 74. The Business Mind Leaders Podcast for sessions 356. do 360. I'll make sure 356, 57, 58, 59, 360. Wow. So week 24, sessions 356 to 360. 360 degrees, y'all. And this is for October 30th through November 3rd. The reason why I don't have no music in the background, you guys heard me say in the previous podcasts and whatnot. The reason being for that is for the fact that I don't like the format of the Spreaker Record Studio app, to which, let me see if I could do it in the landscape, because I never tried it in landscape before. Oh yeah, I can't really do it in the landscape or whatnot, to which you are able to fully, do more functions. That's what they need to do with the app. They need to update it like that, and they need to bring back the older format where it's easy, once again, to pick and choose the music to play for the background. Because you could do it, but the crazy thing is, when it comes like with the iPhones and whatnot, it brings to your playlist, but it takes about almost like 5 to 7 minutes to bring up all the songs. And if you just type in, what producer or artist you're looking for, it'll bring them up, but then it start bringing up the other stuff from the different playlists. So it's like a big major bug that they need to fix, or a glitch in that system, to which it's not great at all. We try to pick a couple songs, just play for the background for you guys. So we're not about to do that right now. I'm just keep it regular, and we about to go ahead and start. Oh yeah, and also happy iPhone 10 unboxing day and things of that nature for those of you that did get the iPhone 10. Congratulations to you guys and stuff like that. I hadn't got it yet. I'm still on the fence of getting it because I like the home button. I'm not 100% cool on that face scanning bullcrap that they have. That's like some Minority Report or the Born Identity type of, film, stuff like that. For those of us that work government type jobs, I understand, that facial recognition is very big with that for very top, top secret things of that nature. Even with the fingerprints, like I work at LEX, and that's a government type job right there. So, we do have to use our fingerprints to like clock in and stuff like that. But the facial scan thing on the phones, I know Samsung had it, and I really wasn't caring because I really wasn't rocking with Samsung after the Galaxy S1 and whatnot. So yeah, but since Apple have it and they kind of basically kill off Touch ID, I'm like, yeah. And I'm trying to ask some tech reviewers, like, does the phone still, when you scroll up, does it still have the haptic feedback, like the little background vibration? If it does, I might get the iPhone 10, because I like to feel a little vibration, you play around with the phone and things of that nature. If it doesn't have it, then I'm not going to upgrade my phone, whatever. I'm going to just keep my iPhone 7 that I have, and I'll just wait for the next generation iPhone next year, probably. We'll see. But other than that, if you guys get the iPhone 10, have fun with it, things of that nature. Just make sure that you use it the proper way, or however you use it, make sure it's productive, that it can bring you more greater success, as opposed to just being a paperweight of $1,000 and $1,200 or whatever, and things of that nature. And especially you buy the cases and things, you are paying a little bit more for the product, because you basically, it's Gen 1 of a newer generation, so yeah. But let's get down to business, shall we? Because as soon as I'm done with this, I'm going to take off the social media apps off my phone once again to keep myself from being distracted and things of that nature. So let's start with October 30th. So for October 30th, 2017, Blessed Mondays, I had posted that they say never be late to any event in life. Sometimes being late may just be the Lord stopping you from walking to something that's not great at all. Which is true, because we live in a society, especially in the U.S., where you have to be early, be on time, and things of that nature. In certain aspects of places, it's very much true. And, you need to be a time for certain things. But there also comes a time to which you have to truly not worry about if you're being late or not, or if you are late. And the reason I say that is for the fact that us as human beings should not be worrying about if we're late to like work or something. And the reason being is because you never know what is around the corner or what may happen. Because we can rush all we want to where we want to try to get to and things of that nature, but at the end of the day, if we don't stop and fully take a look at our surroundings to see what's really going on, or don't really thank God, Lord, I may be late, but thank you, because you may be stopping me from walking into something. You always hear the saying, that person who may got to a situation, it was at the wrong place at the wrong time. They probably was at the place at the right time because they had to be there on time for something. But just different elements around them, spiritually, and things of that nature around them had changed the format to which certain individuals should not have been at a certain place at that particular time. But since they want to rush to where they need to get to, they got caught up. Same thing with those of us, and I was learning the lesson today because I was really not feeling it while I was at work. Morning was cool. Something came up, whatever. I was talking to the person, whatever, and kind of turned my whole day upside down at work. Like I was my coworkers, because they know I'm real goofy and things of that nature, and they know I'm early outgoing and stuff like that. But they know that when I'm not talking to nobody and I'm just extremely quiet, and they ask me am I okay, with me, I don't like telling my feelings to people, whatever. Keep it to myself. And that's the thing of Sagittarius. For those of you that believe in that crap, I don't. But for us Sagittarius, we like to deal with our own problems by our own self and not really talk about it. Some do. I'm one of those that don't, because I find that's a form of weakness, and I think that's kind of stupid. But being indoctrinated up in this American society, that or especially being a man, can show emotion as weakness, almost like some military type of Marine type stuff, which is understandable in certain situations. But there comes a time where you need to talk it out. I don't like talking out my emotions, period. Let me just put it out there. So I was just trying to keep my mind focused, had my headphones on, with the music playing on one ear and whatnot. And when you're really deep into almost like everything, it's like the music don't really, the musical elements, because I could tune out lyrics easily, but just listen to the musical arrangements, don't really be affecting as much. So yeah, but I also learned that there's some things in life that we, even the items that we try to get and purchase, whatever, that we can't get it at that right time, if we're helping out somebody. And so we can't trip off about any of that and things of that nature. What we can just do is just stay focused at the task at hand. And we can't rush things that we want to get as well. Because when you rush to get something that you want to get, trust me, what ends up happening is that you start to look at your account, and your accounts are going lopsided. So we truly just have to stay focused with anything. But at the same time, too, if you're late to something or even an event, don't worry about it. It's still going to play out. Because if you try to rush it, you might rush into something that's not great. Let's continue. So for Halloween, October 31st, 2017, on the Grind Tuesdays, I say your health is your key towards anything you do in life. When you're not healthy, you're not productive, and when you are healthy, then great things come your way tenfold. Told you guys earlier, I was at the beach. Feeling great. On the Monday morning was cold, whatever. Had the gray sweats, the gray hoodie on, the gray Odell. Was cool. Went to the beach. Did the video podcast, which will be coming up this Monday. Without the video podcast, part 35 and 36 will be on the website on Monday, so stay tuned for that. And so, part 36 this Monday, part 35 was last Monday. But other than that, was cool. Came back home, was cool. Then, like, later on, I think reason why my body may have probably went out of whack was because I was laying down looking at tech videos, whatever. And I think the way I was laying down on the back of my head kind of, he might have hit a nerve. It did something to which my body had just went completely stupid. And I'm like, yo, what the heck is this? I'm like, if I'm coming down with something, I don't feel like I'm coming down cold. I don't know what the heck was going on. But what I did, look at my mindset, was I was like, okay, what have we actually been eating the past couple of weeks and stuff like that? And I took a look at my little diet for what I was eating. I'm like, you know what? Part of that, those foods that we was eating, probably wasn't great for the body. Since the weather had changed up, so the foods is like, and things of that nature. So, you got, be honest, if you want to try to be very productive, and I'm going to say right now, I'm going to try to go vegan, period. Like, I can kill some salads and things of that nature easy, or whatever. And I tried different vegan foods too before, and, it's excuse me, it changed over the past couple years now. So it's much more tastier, much more healthier. But I'd rather do that than do noodles at work and Pop-Tarts at work and things of that nature, to which you can feel on your body. Because I think on Tuesday or Monday, when I had some, last parts of my backpack I was going to eat, I ate, and my body, my body didn't regurgitate it, but my body was like, we do not want this. I kid you not, my taste was like, the hell, we do not want to eat no brown sugar Pop-Tarts, bro. It's like, we need some meat or we need some fruits. Like, we need something that's more healthier and tastier than this crap. So your body will let you know. Because when you're not healthy, you will know you will not want to be productive. Only thing you're going to do is just sleep and get better. Period. When you are healthy and feeling much more better, trusting more energized, you can take care of a lot of tasks and you just get things done. Period. About to worry about nothing. So just stay healthy, y'all. For those of you that don't like salads and things, switch it up. Find a different type of salad dressing that you like and just go for it. Because I'm going to let you guys know this. It's better to be healthy than to be at the doctor's office and let the doctor know, like, doctor, I don't feel great, woo, woo, woo. Then the doctor start giving you some prescriptions, to which you look at the prescription and it got more issues than what you had before. I truly do believe that prescription medication from the hospitals do give you extra effects that will truly mess your body up, as opposed to helping you out. That's just my opinion, but I think some of you guys can understand that as well too. So yeah, stay healthy, because it'll go a whole long way than not being healthy. Let's continue. So November 1st, 2017. Happy November, y'all. To the Scorpios, I know it's part of y'all low season and things of that nature. Y'all having a little fun. It's cool. Once 21st, it's over. 22nd hits. Sagittarius season, baby. And this for November 22nd through the 30th. I'm sorry to you December types, but you December types, y'all too damn crazy. So y'all not included. November Sagittarius is better than December types. We're more calm and collective. But we wouldn't hesitate to whoop your ass, whoop anybody's ass if you wanted set trip, whatever though. December types, y'all just crazy as hell all around. Y'all like Geminis. Y'all very two-sided and just crazy. But the November types, we're very more mellow out, and that's perfect. And we don't have less of the bullcrap that December time. Anyways, so for November 1st, 2017, Motivation on Wednesdays. Wake up, wake up, wake up. It's the first of the month. So second Chisman can come on. More so, my version, what the wake up, wake up, wake up may be the first. Where you're going to continue to dream or live in a curse. Let me rephrase that right there. My version, I said, wake up, wake up, wake up, and may be the first. For are you going to continue to dream or live in a curse? Think about it. It's the first, well, it's not the first of the month anymore, it's the 3rd of November. But when that first had hit, I'm like, yo, told you guys last month and the month before last and the month before last. So you guys right back in June, my bad, mid-May on that ass, what I had said. That as soon as mid-May going to summertime, June, the rest of the year's gonna fly by fast. We're gonna be in October, done. September, done. August, done. We're now in November. In a couple of weeks, gonna be heading straight into December and then into 2018. And the crazy thing is, we're in November, pushing towards December, and then 2018. But more so, even though it was the first a couple days ago, are you going to continue to dream about the things that you want to do? Or are you going to continue to live the curse that you're living in? Living the curse that you're living in is doing the same shit over and over again so many times. They call it insanity. We do the same thing over multiple times. That you try to produce a different result, and it doesn't really happen. That's what I mean by, are you just living inside of a curse? Are you living inside of a curse, work at a job that you just hate? And I can attest to this too. But you need a little bit of funds to try to pay the bills and other things. But you look at the things that you have and the stuff that you paying, and you think to yourself, man, I don't really need all of this, trying to save as much money as I can. But you look at the economy, you look at it the way the rates for the funds going up, but it still doesn't match to what you need to pay off. You live in a nightmare, live in a curse of just doing the same thing over and over and over again until the new year. We may have a couple of changes here and there on a couple of days, a couple of months, but then it's back to doing the same circle. Or are you going to continue to dream a better life that you want to live? Or are you going to continue to dream something that's greater than what you're trying to do right now? What are you going to do? That's why I like Bone Thugs' hook of wake up, wake up, wake up. Even though, they talk about smoking weed and everything and stuff like that. And the instrumental, the beat they use from Girl 8 or 8 Girl, whatever the group that Anita Baker was in. And the track is called I Just Want to Be Your Love, which is a sample that they did, and Anita Baker was the lead singer for that song, which Bone Thugs and whoever their producer were had used part of that melody to make the wake up, wake up, wake up. It's the first of the month. It's a second Chisman, come on. Well, I might have got that part mixed up. Other than that, the wake up part is so much true. Because most of us, and I mentioned this in the video podcast and I think last week's podcast, most of us, we still sleeping in dreams. We still living in curses, sleeping in dreams, not fully awakened to our potential. The crazy thing is other folks could see the potential in us of what we can do. We just don't see it because we don't believe in ourselves. And I will attest as well once again that sometimes I don't either believe myself that I can do certain things. It is what it is. But the same time, when you start doing the things that you really love to do, and you start pushing hard at it, you have fun. You don't think about the financial aspect. That's the thing that trips up everybody, whether you realize or not. It's usually the financial aspect of things that really gets folks not want to pursue their dreams and their goals. Because as soon as somebody mentions something about finances and money, trust me, even I can once again test to myself, we tend to not shut everything down because we're listening. But we know that with our situation that we're in, we're like, well, flippity flap, we can't get to where we're trying to. Or we're trying our hardest, but it's like as if our hardest is working out. So it's still sighted. But at the same time, we had to wake up and stop dreaming and stop living in curses and really just go for it, period. So do that. Y'all just go for wherever you want to go for. You still got time. Let's continue. So for November 2nd, 2017, Daily Tips Thursdays. I said it's still time. And you guys see how through my podcast, everything falls in line with each other. Let's continue. Like it's still time to make moves, make things happen, change the situation to a positive one, and create opportunities all around. 2017 isn't done yet, so go hard this month, or excuse my Black Irish ladies and gents, what I say. I put our Lily Citizens post for Thursday. I said 2017 isn't done yet. So either go hard this month or stay the fuck home in your mind. What does that mean right there? That means that you stay living inside of the bubble, inside of your mindset. That's the reason why I was mentioned last week and I mentioned again in regards to dreams. In dreams, we do a whole lot of fun activities and some crazy activities in our dreams than we do in our reality. Why? Because in our dream, it's almost like space. You have no limits to what you can do. You can become a superhero. You could be in a situation in your dream where you like the main antagonist hero that takes out the bad guy, whatever, things of that nature. In your reality, you try to do something like that and try to be a superhero in a situation that you're not supposed to be in, and you're behind him going to jail. Because you try to do something in a situation that is not pertaining to you, so things happen, But here's what I said, though. This month is still fresh. I'll give you guys a great example. You guys heard me say a couple of times in previous podcasts, I've been trying to get these little portable Western Digital hard drives that's 4 terabytes for my laptop. Because I'm not quite sure if there's any third-party Mac Apple Mac type stores to which I'm able to get my 2000 and I could say April 2011 or mid 2010 MacBook Pro that's still been using for about like damn near 7 years, whatever. Still runs great. Battery I know needs to be truly replaced, whatever. But everything else still functions well. Even when I make music, it's like certain things I can try to do with it and not. Because the memory I have on there is fully full. So I've been trying to get these little 4 terabyte Western Digital portable hard drives because they don't have the ones that go inside the damn laptop, which I don't know why they don't have that. But I'm trying to get the portable hard drive so I can actually clean off my hard drive that I have right now inside my MacBook. It's 1 terabyte. But I could clean that off and then I just use the portable hard drives as I should have done a long time ago to actually do the music and stuff off the hard drive, off the portable hard drives, off the laptop, as opposed to using the main laptop. As opposed to using the main external hard drive that's on the laptop. I can use that for other things that doesn't take that much memory. And especially what I do, the little, used to do the virtual DJ music. I used to do my little DJ and stuff, whatever. I have a whole lot of music on my MacBook, whatever that. I need to take off from there because, to be honest, the main thing that would eat up your memory on laptops and computers will be videos, pictures, depending on how big the size is, and especially music. I don't know why, but those 3 categories had the biggest amount of storage that eats up a whole lot of memory, and that's what eats up the memory on your cell phones as well. whole lot of pictures, whole lot of videos, and a whole lot of music. And the crazy thing is, I know they got the cloud storage based systems, but I'm not 100% locked on to the cloud storage based systems for other reasons. Especially when it comes to like have your I put this way, I make my own, create my own music. You guys know I'm a music producer. So I have the full copyrights and everything to all the music that I do, including the masters. I don't like my music being inside of a cloud based system to which if something happens, then somebody could get access to all of my music files. Even though everything's copyrighted with the copyright office, there's some tracks I have that's not copyrighted with the copyright office. So, you know, let's deal with that. And with pictures, pictures of family and friends, stuff like that. You want to keep those personal to yourself. So portable hard drives, they cool. And I know at times some of them could break down, but at the same time, it's better to have multiple portable hard drives with the same data on there. In just case one does F up, you have another one. So what I had did this today was I bought 1 out of 2 of the 4 terabyte hard drives. And I'm happy about that because I'm like, yes, I could finally get the mixtape done or get the instrumental album done I've been trying to do. I've been putting a whole lot of stuff on hold because of the memory on my laptop. So that's reason why I was like, there's still opportunities all around. Sometimes we got to create our own opportunities. I just create my own opportunity by once I get that portable hard drive, 1 out of 2, I'm putting everything on there. And then once I get the other one, I'm going to do the same thing to have double backups. And then I'm cleaning my whole laptop straight clean. Well, I'm going to try to be careful with that because I know that with Logic Pro and things of that nature, there's certain little key things that they have on there, to which you're able to keep that program locked onto the laptop. So I'm trying to be careful with that, especially when it comes to the music stuff and whatever. So, and also music. Well, the music files, like I said, they be in the purple hard drive, so we used to just get them off of there. But nevertheless, though, I need my laptop to run back, be more smoothly than what it is, and the only thing I probably need to do for that is just get a new battery, and that's it. I do want the newer Macs, but until I get the older Mac, back and running, I'm not gonna worry about the newer Macs right now because I don't have the type of money I will love. I don't have the type of money that I would want to. I don't have the type of money yet that I would love to have, to which I could just go to the Apple Store and buy the new Mac Pro that's coming out. I think next month, or they might push towards next year. If they push towards next year, that'd be cool. That's gonna be $5,000 and whatever, but it's the Mac Pro. And it's like the desktop iMac, whatever, but way more advanced. I'm like, we use that for music production. It's game over. Or the new MacBook Pros that they have with the touch bar. I care less about the touch bar part, even though that's cool. But just the newer, models of it is a little bit more smaller than the old school ones. So, you guys could create opportunities. Go hard. And I'm going hard with that. So you guys can do the same thing. You still have time to take care of business what you need to take care of this month. So by all means, just go ahead and do what you need to do. Make things happen, and work it together. It's a simple question. It comes from the heart. Believe in yourself. Because that's a place to start. And I say, hey, what a wonderful kind of day. We work to learn and play and get along with each other. If you guys know those lyrics, you guys are real cool and you from the 90s. If you don't know those lyrics come from, I just said those lyrics come from the show Arthur that came on PBS and still come on PBS and things of that nature. Well, if you have regular TV, there's different channels like Channel 50 and Channel 58. Actually, Channel 58.1, Channel 58.2 would normally have Arthur on. Or you can catch Arthur off of YouTube. And if you haven't seen Arthur, you living in the rock, man. I mean, you live in the rock. Arthur, I would say, is one of the dopest cartoons PBS has ever created, straight up. And there's a couple other cartoons they did too, but Arthur is main one. Arthur could easily be on Disney or Nickelodeon, things of that nature, stuff like that. So yeah, but other than that, I just had to say the lyrics because it fell in line with what we were just talking about with the opportunities and things. So I have to be funny once in a while, y'all. Other than that, let's continue. So for today's and last topic, November 3rd, 2017, Boss Says Fridays. I said, in order to grow, you must first learn to balance the wisdom which you receive from those before you. As I close Friday's podcast, you guys hear the fan in the background. Got the window closed, but I got the fan on. Why is that? Because at the job that I work at over at LEX, I get up way early in the morning. So early in the mornings, it be freezing cold. So what I have done ever since I was working overnights is that I would keep the fan on and whatever, even when it's cold, to have my body adjusted to the cold air. So when I get up in the morning, I won't be like, "Ooh, it's freezing." No, my body is already adjusted to the temperature, and I can move freely. But there, be sometimes, God will have the weather be super duper cold to where you're like, "Whoo, it's freezing," to where you do need to bundle up. But there have been times where the cold air has actually benefit my body cool, went to work. Except for Monday when my body, like I said, had went out of whack, and then I was like, what the heck is going on? I'm not liking this at all and everything. But regardless of that, the reason why I haven't mentioned that and everything is because you want to get wisdom. And the reason why I mentioned, in order to grow, you must first learn the balance of wisdom which you receive from those before you. It's because in life, you go get wisdom from a whole lot of individuals that you come across with. Family, friends, folks that just randomly pop up. You talk to somewhere like the DMV, whatever, and they give you some knowledge, some game about something. You go ahead and take the wisdom, you receive it. Now, the reason why I say you need to learn how to balance it out, because life will always throw some curveballs. You guys saw the World Series. You guys saw what happened to my Dodgers and things of that nature. So I'm going to go ahead and say it on record. Shout out to you guys. Shout out to the Houston Astros. Y'all wanted it more than we did. But at the same time, I kind of had a feeling that the Dodgers was going to pull through. No offense to my Dodgers peoples. And the reason why I said that was because it's going to be due to pitching and management. And I was right about that with the pitching and management. Because we could easily have swept the Astros. Straight up. We could. But bad pitching and bad management had cost us. So, can't trip off about it. It is what it is. But at the same time, congratulations to you guys in Houston. And you know what? I know most folks say it's kind of cliche that you guys need it because of the hurricane. I'm like, nah, you guys really did need it, the World Series or whatnot, to build that back to the city. Because I got friends and family members that's out there in Houston, which is why I wasn't talking the mess I wanted to talk. But it's all cool though. I said, you know what? It is what it is. They deserve it because their team showed up. Especially Game 5, when they just came back out of nowhere. I'm like, the heck? Game 5, I would say, was a highlight at the World Series for this year. I mean, that right there is just back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And I really couldn't even trip that we had lost by 1 point because Astros really start coming back. And it was a war zone right there. Both teams wanted it bad. But nevertheless, Astros, well, we'll say this. Congratulations to you guys and to my folks in Texas. Hey, enjoy the win because next year, y'all behinds is not going to be back in the World Series. I guarantee it. If the Dodgers ain't going to be, I'm going to let you guys know who is the other two teams. Either Cardinals or Giants, baby. And I believe that the Cardinals is going to be back there, probably San Francisco. Either one of those teams right there, if they do, hey, they make your boy proud. Dodgers do too. But to be honest, California's team has always been Giants in a way. Sorry to my Dodgers fan when I say this, but it has. You can't deny it. I mean, early 2000, like 2012 and 14 and 2004, something 10, whatever like that. We like damn near, I'm gonna say like back to back, like every even year of world championships. In the ML Major League Baseball. Cardinals had their little back-to-backs, early 2000s as well too. So it's like Between those two teams, I'll rep the Cardinals heavy and I rep the Giants heavy too. I do rep the Dodgers too. But, for Dodgers, we always get the NL West, that's whatever. But when it comes to World Series championships, get to my Giants, baby. I can't lie on that. But if Astros do happen to make it, then hey, hopefully y'all play against the Giants, because the Giants can show you guys a little lesson. Well, that's if you guys still got Carlos Beltran, who was on the Giants and was on the Cardinals. Didn't know he was with Houston, which is why he was smacking the balls at the park. I'm like, once I found out, I said, yeah, no wonder why y'all got some good players. Y'all got that fool on there, along with other ones. But other than that, reason why you want to balance out the wisdom, because like I said before, life would happen. Things will come into your life that will knock you off guard, make you want to beat the hell out of somebody. But at the same time, when you adjust the wisdom that you learn, and you apply that wisdom to balance it out, different things in your life, then you start to feel much more better. And then you start to get more wiser. And then you will learn not to let your emotions affect. It's going to show in your eyes and part way your body, how your body is. But at the same time, it's not going to fully show the people. Like I mentioned earlier in this podcast, I said I was not feeling it today, whatnot. Something had a little pop up, whatever, and, had me feeling kind of downish and whatever. And folks could tell that something was up because, well, I'm real quiet and I ain't saying nothing to nobody. Some of my peoples that know me, well, that think that they know me, whatever, including friends, they know that when I'm not talking to nobody, they know something's up. And I keep, and they can tell in the tone of my voice too, because I try to change it up a little bit. But my voice, has a little, when you be goofy, you do different voices. And when you down and out, they could tell the down and out type voice. And whatever. But even with my eyes, because I can't mask the emotion away from my eyes, I will probably give a cold stare that, be kind of almost like, all right, we don't want to mess with Q right now, because he might backlash, or not backlash, or, do something crazy, or say something, this way. Just don't know what may be happening and everything. So, at the end of the day, whatever, at the end of the day, you just have to learn just to keep the wisdom and just learn to stay quiet at times. And then go back and look at the wisdom that you had learned that kept you at peace. Because trust me, there are those of us that, we try to control our emotions or try to control what we try to control, whatever in our world, and we're not able to do it because we're not mentally strong or we're not mentally wise to take care of certain functions and things of that nature. So we tend to lash out or we tend to say words like, I know somebody, or my job, whatever, that's not have leadership skills whatsoever. Those certain individuals should not be in a position of titles at the end. Titles that I can easily take away from. Period. Because I have that mature type of wisdom to really, as I'm saying in my quote, listen with my eyes, not with my mouth. When I'm listening with my eyes, I'm looking at what's going on and hearing, because you can actually hear by seeing, because you can start picking up different things that you don't normally hear when you're talking. There's a whole lot of talkers, but they don't pay attention to what's going on. I'm going to continue to use that analogy even in 2018. But you also want to learn how to balance out the wisdom. Because a whole lot of folks say that they're wise, but they just don't know how to balance out their emotions. A A whole lot of folks say that they have a whole lot of emotions, but they don't know how to balance out their wisdom. So learn how to be in balance, and then you'll see different things that will truly benefit you in the long run. So with that, ladies and gents, I bid you guys farewell. Thank you guys for tuning in to week 74, sessions 356 to 360 on November 3rd, 2017. Which is now 6:02 or 18:02 Army time. On a chill California evening. Because our weather has now become almost like fallish, winterish. But, you know, California weather is always crazy. It could be cold one week, the next week, you know, be hot, and we get a mixture of everything. But nevertheless, though, ladies and gents, thank you guys for tuning into tonight's podcast. Really, truly, always appreciate you guys for doing it. Because I kid you not, before I was coming home, and before I got settled and, you know, laying down like I'm doing right now, doing this podcast and chill, I was really on the verge of saying F doing the podcast. I was going to really post on Snapchat, flip doing the podcast, do that ish tomorrow. I mean, that's how crazy I was feeling today. But I said, nah. Something had told me. I said, nope. You say you're going to do the podcast today. You're going to do that podcast today. And take off the social media apps off your phone once you're done, you know, uploading stuff. Or, you know, take the social media apps off your phone tomorrow so you won't get distracted and keep your mind focused. So, that is the goal again tomorrow. Because I have brought back the social media apps and things of that nature, you know, because I was getting back to the grind of the posting and things. But the distractions have started to creep back up. And that was also added to the stuff too. So I'm like, so I'm saying to myself, yeah, it's time to shut down the apps for tomorrow and Sunday and bring them back on Monday or Sunday evening, Monday. And then, you know, things of that nature. Now, for the new schedule for the podcast and things of that nature, I'm not quite sure as to what it's going to be. It might be Thursday and Friday because I know we had that stupid shift bid that we had. It didn't go through. By the grace of God, I'm glad that it didn't go through. To some other co-workers at work swinging things of that nature, they're not liking where they working at. And I'm like, you know what, I'm sorry y'all, but I like my Sundays and Mondays. I like going back to church. That literally does. Going to church and then going to the beach on Monday, that right there balanced me out for the rest of the week. Because when I'm at work, and I mentioned this before, I'll be ready to want to beat the hell out of somebody. Because fast pace, where you're contracted by an airline and that airline got some, excuse me, you know, I'm gonna go ahead and say, but that airline got a couple of dumbasses and assholes around the airfield and things of that nature for their little corporation business that certain individuals, you know, you kind of bump into, or they kind of come at you kind of crazy, you know, you be wanting to throw some bows, you know, you be wanting to go box and things of that nature, or, you know, dealing crazy behind managers, or even another company that service the gas, or the catering companies, you know, that service the aircrafts, you know, for the food and things of nature. I mean, a whole lot of elements. And plus, you got the Russian that hop on and hop off, you know, got this much time to clean, woo. Whole lot of stuff. So, going to church on Sundays and going to the beach on Mondays to just listen to the ocean a little bit, warm to the podcast. Both of those is peace and tranquility on Buffalo's because to balance your boy out until I have to go back to the bull crap on Tuesday. So, if this ship is still stay the same and however they put the people, or I'm just praying that they redo the whole thing and redo the hours. If they do the whole thing all together with better hours, that'd be a blessing. Because if I could get my Sundays and Mondays off with a cool time, I will go for it to stay in church. Because I've been enjoying it since October and whatnot. You know, and it truly has been a blessing. I think either October or September, whichever months we would start doing the ship that I have been enjoying going back to church. Actually, it's been like part September and October. I have really been enjoying it after almost like damn near 4.5 years since I've been at church on Sundays. And I think the only time I did it was up in August, where took a couple of days, where I took a day off, to go to different church events that my grandparents' church was having, and whatever. So that right there balanced your boy out. So I'm not quite sure if I still get this Thursday and Friday schedule. That they do put it up. Might be later on this month, whatever. If that does happen, then do expect to hear more. You gonna hear the regular podcast on Friday. You might get the video podcast on Friday as well too. So that's why I had said a couple times, like it was gonna be on Mondays. Then the schedule came, and then it go through, and so things change. So do expect to see a video podcast on Monday. As for the other stuff for the updates, I'll let you guys know what's happening on the next Friday's podcast. So with that, though, ladies and gents, thank you guys for tuning in to week 74, sessions 356 to 360. Truly appreciate you guys, as always. You guys have a wonderful weekend. Keep your mindset positive, and, don't let anything get towards you. Oh, and if those of you like me, which we cannot stand finances at times, where certain things come out at a critical time to which you just like flippity flappity flap, and that right there will make your whole mood change. That was kind of like why my mood set was on some other stuff, whatever. Because it was something that I should have had bought, but I didn't need, whatever. And take a look at your bank account, and other things like bills come out, and that right there will make you feel kind of crazy. But nevertheless, priorities come first. So if you having money issues, whatever, what we all need to do is just focus on how we can fix it and not worry about the what ifs. All right. So with that, you guys can find out my social links at hiprockerproductionscm.com. That is hiprockerproductionscm.com. Find myself on there, and yeah, just do that. So with that, and I know you guys looking like, damn, you speak for 52 minutes. Told you guys I had to update my subscription for the app, man, so I continue to do these podcasts, because I was like, nah, we ain't gonna stop right here. We gonna continue on and things. So yeah, with that, catch you guys out next Friday. One love, your boy Chinchilla Q is out. Peace.